Okay, call the meeting to order. We'll start with roll call. District 1,
Cody Compton for Commissioner Bloomer.
3.
Colt Murphy for Commissioner Davidson.
Brian Mon, the notice of the meeting was properly posted June 25th. And are you guys leading?
Yeah.
Okay.
With all your heads, your word for this day. I just actually walked over a system decisions that prayers that everyone asked for last night. Jesus name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, sir. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of June 18th?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And if we could, let's skip down to the treasurer's items because they have a deadline coming. Get all the way down there. Christy, go ahead.
Good morning. Under departmental items, we have 5. It's be item 65 through 69. There are all renewals, annual renewals of contracts. First one has to do with a software that we use to manage mortgage groups. The second is CoreLogic, which is a huge third-party remitter of taxes. And then the last one, or the third one, Forte, that is our credit card company when people want to pay their taxes by credit card online. And the last 2 are both of our annual bank fee agreements with Bank of Oklahoma and JP Morgan.
I'll move approval of items 65 through 69 for the treasurer's office.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. Chantel, you ready?
No changes to the blanket.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We have our carpet bid today, CW 25087. We received 2 bids from Floor Source and Floor Designs. The next bid we have to open is our window treatment services, CW 25090. We received 1 bid from Bison Blinds. And finally, we have a bid opening for AR066-2 emergency management pagers. This is part of our community violence intervention program for, our radio project for emergency management in one of our ARPA projects. And our bid is from Chickasaw Personal Communications. And that concludes your bid opening.
Motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that the purchasing department tabulate and return the bids at a future meeting.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Awarding of a bid.
Item 4 is an award for CW 25017. This is your yearly exterminating services bid. We received 3 bids from Allstate Termite Pest Solutions, Duncan's Pest Control, and RIP Pest and Weed Control. This bid encompasses every Oklahoma County property. I am recommending award after consulting and reviewing with all departments. I'm recommending award to the lowest bid per location. Allstate Termite and Pest Solutions was the lowest bid for the downtown county complex, courthouse annex, ICB building. For the old social services building on 23rd Street, 7401 Northeast 23rd Street. For District 1, District 3, the Lincoln building, the Spencer substation, the Midwest City substation, the court clerk warehouse, and the sheriff's office training center. Duncan's Pest Control was the lowest bid for District 2, the treasurer's maintenance building, and also for all special treatments that are outside of the routine scope of work. And RIP West and Weed Control, we're recommending award as lowest and best for the Juvenile Bureau due to their past performance and experience that they have with that company. Allstate Termite and Pest Control Solutions is also recommended award for lowest and best for the Krause building and for the Metro parking garages. And that would encompass the full recommendation for the award.
And move approval of awarding these bids in accordance with the recommendation from the purchasing agent.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve the claims?
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Finally, we have a recommendation for award for our treasurer's office tax statement printing and mailing service. We received 5 bids for this from TPSI, United Direct Solutions, R.R. Donnelly, AB Data Limited, and DPM Group. Bids were evaluated with purchasing and several individuals from the treasurer's office, and feedback indicated that TPSI was the most qualified vendor, being recommended to award as the lowest end bid based on their complete bid submission for all services, their past performance, as well as their competitive pricing.
Any questions? Is there a motion?
Motion to approve and, as it relates to this item, as recommended by the purchasing agent.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chantel. Any individual considerations on the consent docket?
Move approval.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This is a radio system license agreement with the city of Oklahoma City.
Move approval.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. District 3.
Okay, this is just a revised specific assistance agreement for reconstruction of Post Road. There were some numbers that were wrong on asphalt, so with that, I motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Wilkerson, these are all items that were approved by the retirement board. I'm sure he's happy to answer any questions if you have them.
Number 24 is just our standard renewal for our retirement plan administration with Bank of Oklahoma. There are no changes to this agreement.
Move approval of items 24 and 25. That's also related to retirement.
Correct.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You want to do them all?
If you want to go ahead and approve them all, however you want to
Do
proceed.
you guys have any individual considerations? These are,
No, they're all standard.
they're all standard and they've
Yes,
all
sir.
been approved by the retirement board. I make a motion for the remaining group.
Yeah, what is that? Items 26 through
38.
38. Yeah, I'll move approval of items 26 through 38.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. County clerk, fuel card services agreement.
We had an opportunity with our fuel card vendor that we had on county contract, Fuelman, and they have a cooperative agreement that has more competitive rates for fuel as well as better terms for taxes and how they apply with fuel. We were able to look into this cooperative program for a fuel card program. This will apply for the entire county. All departments will be able to participate in it. What this means is if you rent a rental car for a trip, there's a ability for employees to be able to use a county fuel card instead of having to pay for fuel out of their own pocket and then being reimbursed later. So this is just an opportunity. Also, the sheriff's office is a heavy user when it comes to fuel for extradition services and different things like that. So this is coming to you before today so that county as an agency as a whole will enter into this agreement when needed for fuel card services. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This is the court clerk storage annual renewal.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The DA's annual renewal for, no, excuse me. This item 41 is for a consulting services agreement in a particular case of litigation.
Yeah, I'm wondering 41 and 42, I think, are both cases that are on for executive session. Should we wait? And
Yeah, we
maybe
can do
take
that.
those up later?
43 is the one I was thinking of, which is their annual contract for general counsel.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The election board has a copier contract.
Move approval.
Anything else you want to add?
Second.
Okay. I'm pros on mine. Are y'all?
I think we're going too fast. This is a time of year where you have all these standard annual things that I still have the vote screen from the previous item. I think they do as well.
Mhm. We switching to old school? Is there a way to get out of this? I can't get rid of the box pop-up.
We didn't have this button before. Approved right at 44.
No,
Is yours show 44 now?
I'm still on 43.
43 as well.
Okay.
I don't know what it's.
There we go.
I do. You want us to go ahead and vote on 44? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. There we go.
Now I'm out, so I gotta get back in.
Knocked me out. It didn't ever let me get in. Only gives me the option to leave.
Well, I think you just go click view agenda, right?
Mm-hmm. You might hit that refresh button.
That's where I was.
You guys on 45.
Okay. Thank you.
Hopefully you'll be able to motion.
All right, everybody back on item 45. Want to make a motion? Yeah, want to
Sorry.
start doing them all together?
Yeah,
in
yeah,
case it
sorry.
jams up.
45 and 46 are both copier agreements for the election board, similar to item 44. I will move approval on items 45 and 46.
I will second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
These are renewals for emergency management.
Yeah, I will move approval. These are just the annual fire agreements. One's with City of Bethany, Dell City, and Nichols Hills. So I will move approval of items 47, 48, and 49.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'll move Cleo's shoe shine contract.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, health and safety. This is the annual contract with St. Anthony
I'll move approval.
for drug testing.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Employees of the month.
Good morning. We are going to recognize 2 employees for Employees of the Month of June 2024. Christy, would you like to come up and introduce your Employee of the Month?
Good morning. I am pleased to introduce Katrina Carter. She's been with our department for 8 years. She started off as a part-time employee, and within her 90 days, she had already earned consideration for a full-time position that had come available. Aside from her regular duties determining program eligibility, she's been showing so much initiative in helping out with various administrative and programmatic tasks, and even identifying trainings and webinars that are beneficial not just to her role, but to everybody else's in the department as a whole. So even though her nickname with us is Baby Girl, she has shown tremendous growth and initiative in her work with our department. So we decided we might need to start thinking of a different nickname, maybe Employee of the Month would do.
Brad, would you like to introduce the other Employee of the Month?
Good morning. I want to say it's my privilege to nominate Administrative Assistant Tyshawn Fay for this month's BOCC Employee of the Month. Tyshawn is the face and the voice of court services and has been my experience in my brief time working directly with their department. He's the first point of contact with the public, and he conducts himself with the utmost professionalism. And to illustrate that professionalism, I've got a short story that I would like to convey to you all that was shared with me recently. On April 25th of this year, Tyshawn was at the county courthouse when a fire alarm sounded. Courthouse or juvenile? Courthouse. The elevators, of course, recalled to the first floor, so the elevators didn't function. And Tyshawn identified an elderly woman who was having trouble walking and seemed confused. He approached the woman and asked if he could assist her. She indicated she had trouble walking, and Tyshawn actually offered and carried her to the first floor of the building to help her evacuate safely. On behalf of Court Services, we're extremely proud of Tyshawn for going above and beyond his actions, and his actions are what make Tyshawn a great employee, a great person, and really speaks to his character. Congratulations.
Now you'll get to come over and take the picture. You step right there from the bush.
The podium. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
All right, is there a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hannah?
Good morning. Item 53 is just our standard renewal contract with our elevator company. We were really excited to get this one because it was really close on if we were going to get an elevator contract this year after all of our issues this year. So we were really excited that they agreed for this for one more year. So we're looking forward to the ARPA renovations on the elevators, but this should carry us through.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And then item 54 is an extension of our current OJA contract. They have appropriated additional money, so our rates will go up, but they weren't able to approve those on their boards before it was time to sign the extension. So we're doing an extension for now with an amendment or a change here pretty soon.
Yeah, the thought was, since they don't have all that stuff done, we'll go through October, beginning in November in that timeline. During that period, we'll have conversations with the new director and kind of figure out, what other modifications that we need to do, and if they're amicable to some of those modifications. We'll wrap all of that up in whatever pricing they have at that point. So this is just basically an extension for a few months from last year.
Correct.
I'll move approval.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank
And
you.
Thank you for getting that on there.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service that you just concluded yesterday on the retirement board.
Thank you. It was an honor and a privilege.
Okay. Dane texted me and said he was dealing with another issue, putting out a fire, that this was just a standard renewal.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Chantel.
This is our final agreement with Accenture, our consultant for ARPA management and consulting firms. We have Danielle Destrada online. If you have any questions, of course, you can speak to the contract. You guys get to interact with her quite often. This particular contract that's unique will actually extend through the ARPA period to December 31 of 2026. And so there is a breakdown of how the fees will apply per fiscal year. And we'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. All the same services will be provided. And of course, Danielle is connected if you have any questions.
Y'all have any questions?
No.
No.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Danielle, for being willing to answer a question. And infrastructure, Nikki.
Good morning. This is a grant application that we kind of filled out annually. Last year, District 3 filled it out for chainsaws. This year, District 1 is asking to fill it out. So this is just an approval to fill the application out and submit it on behalf of District 1. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Here to make the motion.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Nikki. Sheriff.
This is our renewal of an agreement with the Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services to fund overtime project where deputies are going out and enforcing the underage drinking stuff. We do over-service checks in establishments that serve alcohol, and we also do stuff where making sure stores, outlets, retail outlets aren't selling to underage consumers. So.
Move
Pretty good
approval.
program.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Pretty sure 59 is a TAC team interlocal, if I remember correctly. I didn't bring
With
that.
Jones.
Yeah. Yes, so this is another program. It's an expansion of our tactical unit. And we're using the legal structure that keeps the actions of that individual officer, on the city of Jones. It's a great program. It's a really good mechanism to state statute to allow us to utilize other resources in special circumstances. So.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And 60 is the lease for the call center for our dispatch communications move. We've been dealing with, I say we, they've been dealing with some issues associated with grounding of the building before we move in, substantial amounts of electronic infrastructure. The people that administer the radio program for Oklahoma City have required some very unique grounding things that the Metrotech's getting done. So that'll be the last significant hurdle, and then we're gonna start figuring out what the move's gonna look like, and hopefully we'll be up and running over there within the next few months. So another great opportunity for us in the county.
Yep. Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Christie?
I have items 61 through 64. They're all annual renewals. Do you want me to go through them individually?
Unless there are questions.
I'll move approval of items 61 through 64.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Commissioner comments, District 1?
None.
3? Okay. We suffered some damage last night at District 2. David, did you have anything you were going to say in terms of emergency management? Were you going to offer any damage assessment this morning under?
First of all, I appreciate your road crews. I've sent inquiries out to them and asked them to report anything substantial. We did have obviously significant wind issues overnight. I just got through with a media interview in that regard. One of the big challenges for today is cleanup operations in the extreme heat. They've taken the heat warnings to basically the highest possible level they can, and that certainly is applicable to your crews and protecting them today in that regard too, remaining hydrated. But we did have substantial damage. I personally looked at a couple of commercial structures off of Broadway Extension North Central that had substantial damage. I've seen lesser tornado damage. It was kind of impressive. Obviously, we've got something like 40,000 accounts currently just in Oklahoma County without power. And with the heat situation, that's going to be further compounded. I've had discussions with American Red Cross, and we're looking at possibility of sheltering for heat shelter, temporary sheltering. So we're moving forward with those things. And really, it's vigilance today with the heat and the cleanup issues is going to be the big deal on power restoration.
And the District 2 barn took some damage, if you haven't been told that already. Okay, anything else for David? Thank you.
David, thanks for all that you do.
You're welcome.
You and your team.
Is there a motion to recess in executive session so we can come back and deal with the remaining items?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to return to regular session?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we do to get out of the little box? Okay. Let me borrow your
42.
Okay, going back to items 41 and 42, is there a motion to take both of those?
I will make a motion to approve items 41 and 42.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And then the items after returning from executive session, item 73 is there an amount that we have to approve, Rod? Do we have to 2,000 in
Thank you.
oh, I'm sorry, this is the other one. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve in the amount of $2,000 for this litigation cost.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there a no?
No.
Okay, then 74 and 75. Is there,
I think they were taken care of with 41 and 42, you think?
you suffice with approval of the other items to, you don't need any additional action on those? Okay. Any citizens to be heard? If not, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
PBA old school also. Okay. I'll call the PBA together. I'll start with roll call. District 1,
Cody Compton for Commissioner Bloomer.
3.
Colton Murphy for Commissioner Davidson.
Brian Mon. The notice of the meeting was properly posted on June 25th. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of June 18?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item 2 is the claims.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Ponder.
Good morning. Item 3 is for the Sheriff's Department to vote for closures at the Lincoln Event Center. This year, the dates of August 20th, September 17th, October 15th, November 19th of this year, of 2025, January 7th, January 21st, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Do you need us to go back into here now? Are you sure? Okay.
I'll move approval of item 3.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
4.
4 is public defenders to use the Lincoln Complex event room for warrant clearing events Friday, August 18th, 2024 from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Just for clarification, I have August 16th on here, not the 18th, but
Oh, I'm sorry, August 16th, you're right. I'm sorry.
motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This next one is
We've got a
5,
series
6,
of,
and, 5, 6, and
7 and 8.
7 and 8 is waste connections for Kraus, ICB, and
I'll move approval of items 5, 6, 7, and 8, the solid waste items.
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And then Landreth,
Landreth, yes.
Move
Okay.
approval.
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And 11 is contracts for Metro Parking.
Move
We
approval.
got 10, which is the copier.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Move approval of the copier contract.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Then there are new parking spaces for 11.
Yes.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any citizens to speak here? Seeing none, any board comments or news business? If not, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.